Hello everybody, my name is Anastasia and I am a Russian cross stitcher that lives in Beijing, China, and I was a little sick, so I'm probably talking through my nose. My mom calls it like this, so maybe my voice won't be as usual, and that's why I am doing this part of the video with my hands and not my face, because I have been sick for a week and it will take quite a long time to get myself back in shape. I'm a little like thinner and whiter than before, so I decided not to like force myself to go do makeup, wash my hair, like dress up. I'll just like, okay, I'm just gonna sit down and do this part of the video because it's already like I'm on recovery, but I'm still not 100% back in shape. So this month I was supposed to, this is like the start of December, and this month I was supposed to do just like any other month and take part in all my cross stitch games, stitch as many all project as I can, touch all my project before the end of the year, and then do the like uh, recap of the year. But then I got sick, and during my sickness, I think I got like some sick melancholy, or like I was just not feeling it. And when I was sick, I was thinking, I want to be like one process teacher again. Not like exactly one process, but I want to start so many new things, and I have no time for them at all. Like, this is my Saga app, this is all the. Um, this is like not all, but like half, at least half of the projects that I'm stitching at the moment. You see like their progress, but I already have like a new folder only of the new starts I want to make. It's not all the patterns I have bought, it's not all the patterns I have, it is just the patterns that I want to start right now. So you see how many they are, and I have still a whole like drawer of kits. I have a whole like uh, folder of all the patterns I bought. So there's quite a lot, and I'm always like stopping myself to start things too much because I have to finish something of the older ones and then I can start something else. So, and this year I counted that I had a lot of finishes. I will have a good video to show you by the end of the year. But most of my finishes are new starts. So basically I was touching almost every project I have, and I have a around 30ish something projects, 30 something. But at the same time, everything I started, I finished, and all the older whips from like last year or the years before, I haven't finished. I have maybe 2 or 3 projects I finished this year, and I have, no, I mean like, I finished like around 30 projects, but only 2 or 3 are from previous years. That's what I wanted to say. So I was a little bummed, and during this melancholy period, I was only stitching one project, and this is the little bunny on the wood. Uh, this pattern I bought from a Russian cross stitch shop. The shop owner, she's doing like her own patterns on the wood. Uh, it's a very fun, very easy, like not a big deal pattern, and I almost finished it. But the thing is, I started in November. I haven't finished it, so um, by the start of December I already had half. So you can see the first week of December I only stitched like half of the wooden base, and this is so uncharacteristic for me. Mainly every day I was stitching like 100 stitches, and that's it. Because some days I had high fever, some days I just like was so tired I couldn't get up from bed. Like, it was some kind of virus, but this virus didn't give me like a very strong how to say this, didn't give me something strong. Like I didn't have like really really high fever, but the fever I have, it caused like the whole body hurts and like my nose blocked. Because of my nose blocked, I had very big headaches. So all kinds of like yucky and icky stuff. And at the beginning of December, I decided to join a marathon from my friend. She's a Russian blogger, and she's doing marathon on like Stitch every day till the 15th, and then you will have a nice pattern by another designer as a present. And I was like, okay, at least I will keep up with that because she's my friend. I wanted to support her. I wanted to keep up with her marathon and just give her some activity in her group. So I did all the days, and the amount of stitches was very small. Like every day she asked only like 70 stitches or 100 stitches to stitch. So even with like fever and things, like I had some moments when I was feeling okay, so maybe for an hour I was stitching, and that's fine. But that's like the most I've been doing all week. I have some purple thread here I want to hide. So, and now I have like a number of projects that I thought, oh, they are very very close to the finish. So a lot of people like doing some like month of starts and vlogmas and Christmas unboxing and things like this, and I was like, I want to do a month of finishes. It's not like I want to do it for the camera. I actually want to do it for myself. I just decided like, okay, as soon as I feel better, I'll just make this intro, and then as I finish something, I will do some smaller clips of me finishing things. Not FFOing. Thanks God, I already did that a lot last month. Though I still have a new market on the 15th. But like just finishing things. So I will start next year with less whips. I will like during my sickness, I decided that next year I will try as much as I can to just take one project at a time and just finish it. I will not be like one project teacher. I will still be playing in my games, but I will try like to take one project every month and to put as many stitches in it as I can. Not just like, oh, this project answers this prompt, so 300 stitches there. This project answers that prompt, so 200 stitches there. No, I decided like actually to put like the whole month of stitches in this project. So I hope I will be able to finish as much as I can from my really older whips and to start as much as I want, because I'm really really dying to start all this. So let me first show you the projects I'm focusing on right now and what I think I can finish in December. So the first thing I'm really really focusing right now is this amazingness. This is Forest in Hands by Zimorotki. Zimorotki is Kingfishers, I think, the group in VK. So this was a model stitch, and the model stitch Sao, it finished at the end of November. I did not finish this pattern, but the designer, she said it's not a big deal because this pattern was originally much bigger than she gave us the time and the norm to stitch. Like she tell us 2,000 stitches every 2 weeks, and even though some of the weeks I stitched a lot more, like sometimes I did 3,000 stitches and things like this, but I still did not finish. So she said it's okay, I just continue to stitch it in her group, in her private cell. So I was like, okay, sure, if you want me to pay for the pattern because I haven't finished stitching it. She's like, no, if you continue stitching it right now in front of me every week, you show me some progress, not a big progress, but like at least some progress, you don't need to pay for it. I'm just waiting for the model stitch. I'm like, okay, that's fine, I agree, that's amazing. So as you can see, most of it is already done except for the last part. Let me see, this part. And this part together with the backstitch is only 2000 stitches. So yeah, I probably cannot finish it in a week, but 2 or 3 weeks and this will be 100% done. So this is my goal, to finish number 1. I will be as I will be finishing them, I will focus on them more. I will tell you like good parts of the pattern, bad parts of the pattern, but right now I think I'll just show it to you like the first glance on the pattern as how it is for the beginning of December. This should be a matrix for the baby of my friend, and this dragon is almost done. The problem was that it doesn't fit my bigger hoop, so the hoop was like this big, so it just cut off the mother chicken here on the top. And as I'm stitching like color by color, I avoided the colors that are in the chicken. So I'm only left some holes in his like head, some eyes and nose, and then the mother chicken. That's it. Like last time, I already did all the down part of the egg and the wing. So now I can put my hoop leg up to here and it will get all the parts I haven't stitched all together. So it will be very easy to stitch. I think here is less than 500 stitches and then a couple thousand in backstitch, but backstitch is always like goes faster than stitches, so it's not a big deal. Next one that I didn't want to finish it like this month especially, like it wasn't a focus finish, but then in one of the games that I'm playing I had to choose 4 projects. Like some other games they just tell you like, oh, this week we stitch 5,000 stitches, this week the whole team has to stitch like so many stitches, and some games they say you have to stitch like with red, white, blue, whatever. But this game specifically asked me to choose 4 projects from my WIP pile, and now every time they give me the norm to stitch on a project. And I chose like 3 dragons and Forest in Hands. This was one of the dragons. And I don't know why, but that game really likes this dragon. I had so many norms on this dragon to stitch. So that's why it has a lot of progress now, like a lot. So so chipping little by little from it, it turns out it's like one of the closest projects I have to the finish. Not by percentage, but by the number of stitches I have left. Like this is already almost half of the back stitches done, and only a little more of black, and then black with 2 threads and a little tiny bit of white. So I think really if I have like 2 more norms here, I will finish it. So yeah, another contestant to be finished in December, because it's just very little left. Another thing that I'm also stitching in a cell, and it is called a dragon cell. I don't know how to show it. It's very long. Like this. Let's see, like this. It's very beautiful though. It is super beautiful, but it's very long. And here is also very little left. If you look at the pattern, it says like 4,000 stitches together with backstitch, but backstitch is a lot, like 1,000 something stitches there. But because I'm stitching it only with half stitch, so it's like twice less, right? Twice faster. So the whole thing that's left, last time I finished it, all the like empty spots in the dragon. So right now I really need just to focus on this part. Like there is no other things here except for the moon. It's like a sun, but for me I always call it the moon. I don't know why. Let it be the moon. So in the like very very last thing I will do, I will make it a circle, but that will be like after all the backstitch and everything is done. Because I cannot count it. I will count it by hand. So this part I can count with Saga Stitch, so I'm using it with the other games and the cells, and still thanks to the game it got me a lot of times to stitch it last month, so I really grew it. I started in March, but if you see, like I didn't stitch it for a couple months, and then a little bit by little bit, and then I started some cells with it and started to stitch it almost every week, and it really grew big pieces. I was like, wow. So I don't notice it, but because the norms are usually like stitch 400 stitches, I had to stitch like 800 in half stitch, so it really grows faster. So just a little more, just the tail. I'm really like, counting to finish it this year. But also that's not the only thing that is super close to finish. And if you noticed, all these four are five, counting the rabbit, are the new starts this year. So I was like, I really need to finish something that's like all the whips. So one of the contestants to be finished, because it actually the stitching part is finished, but because it will be a matrix for my friend, I need to stitch the names and the date of their wedding. It's like anniversary matrix, so I need to finish this part and then FFO it in a frame. So I give myself like time limit till New Year to make it New Year present for them. I'm not sure I will meet them for this New Year or what will happen, because probably they will go to uh, like my friend's wife's hometown. It's in another part of China, really far from here. So probably we won't be able to celebrate together, but I can just FFO and send them express delivery, like present for New Year. And his wife is a really sweetheart. She always send me like boxes of fruit for every like holiday, and their family has a farm, so it's not a big deal to send a box of fruit. It's like cheaper than buy a gift for them. So but because I really love fruit, it really touches my heart that I always have some fresh fruit from them, and I really want to do something special for them. So I decided to make this matrix for them. They didn't ask me. I just volunteered by myself. They don't know about it, so it's gonna be a surprise. But I gave myself a time limit to already finish this year, because first this was for last year, then it was for their anniversary this year in November, and now it's still not done. And I'm like, no, this is gonna be for New Year. That's it. If it's not for New Year, I need to think of the punishment for myself. And another matrix that is almost done is my anniversary matrix with Aaron, and this is a long dog that I'm doing for it, and as you can see it's almost done. All that's left is like this little part. Actually it's like this cat here, then all the backstitch, and the backstitch is not much, like I think just some very tiny beads are needed to backstitch, like some flames on the candles and stuff like this. And then I need to fill in the date and our names. And the Saga app, I think, tells me all is left is 300 stitches. So really, it's 100 times less than any other project I have right now for this month. So I'm gonna do it one day. I'm just gonna do it, sit down in the evening and finish it. Really, I just need to like get my things together and just finish it. And one more thing that I want to finish this year, yes, don't take to 2025, is Storytime Classics from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I started it in 2018, and this year I am so happy to say I finished the Harry Potter frame, I finished the Hobbit frame, and I finished charting the in Russia it's called the Flying Pirates, the Sky Pirates. I'm not sure how the translation in English, I will find later. But I finished charting this part and I already started stitching. So this part is only like about 100-150 stitches left, but I also have a banner. Like, it turns out I have never finished the banner. And not too many here, but I still need the words and then this like line and still some banner in ecru and this line, so it's like another 100-150 stitches here. So yeah, it's also not a big project, but I have to sit down and finish it too. And I'm so ashamed. It's like the longest project I have, and at the same time it's the dearest project I have. Like, this is the project I love the most. It's 100% like changed and turned into my own. I picked up the fabric, I picked up the frame colors all by myself. I recharted some of the frames, and I think when I finish stitching this project I will make a separate video just to tell you the story about every little frame, what it means for me, what is the book, why is it so special. It's like all my childhood memories here, and I really need to finish it. So I have only like a little bit left and here, and of course there is like, looks like a little bit, but there is actually a lot of colors left because every little part is different color there. So yeah, Storytime Classics is the last one that I want to finish. So I have 5 new starts, 3 very old ones, and I just started this. This is a new project and I only stitched like 100 stitches here, so I'm not gonna show you. It's like on a piece of cloth there is nothing, there's like just 100 stitches, so I'm gonna show you just the picture. And I really need to stitch it this month because for till the end of January I need to stitch 2 more circles like that, and they're not very easy. So my problem is I don't have time to focus on it at all. So I'm thinking I will be finishing things and then I will put like for every finish maybe 500 stitches on this project or something like this. It's actually not too big. It's only like 6,500 stitches. So if I do manage to finish all of those, I will put a really significant progress in this too. So these are my plans, and this is not a finish of the video. This is actually just the beginning. And now I'm gonna show you like every finish I will manage to finish this year, this month. Let's see. Hello, my dear friends. May is a little moody. She doesn't want to take video with me, but here I have an unboxing of new Christmas decorations for the Christmas tree. Last year last several years I had the same decorations. They were this just Christmas balls of these colors. Right now there will be more red. This is more like mauve, I think, color, and these are like the most beautiful ones. The majority were just like the color without any writings or drawings. and kind of like these green ones, like very, very dark forest greens. And some of them did have some bird designs, others did not. So mostly I had kind of very colorful green, red, a little yellow tree, but not big variety among the designs. Only like maybe 5 or 6 balls were colored, other were like just general, like with a picture. Others were just generally colors. And only balls. So decided this year I gave away all my uh, old Christmas decorations because I used them for several years now. And I decided to buy new ones. And I wanted to show you the new ones before I put them in the Christmas tree because they are all different. And the last decorations I just bought a big like jar of Christmas balls, and they were like 30 or 40 yuan for the whole jar. And this time these are like sold in twos, in couples, and every couple is like 5.5, 5.6 yuan. So these are more expensive, but I can't say the quality is much different. They are also made of plastic, but they are new, they are brighter, they're more interesting, and they're not just like the balls. So I'm more excited about them. And I decided to show you. Plus, they kind of look like old Russian, like Soviet Union style toys for the Christmas tree, but in Soviet Union we used glass ones. There were like amazing collection of the glass Christmas toys, but because we have a cat and it will be like just very, very dangerous to have glass on the Christmas tree. Anything can break. I wouldn't want to lose anything. Plus, trust me, this is not even the most expensive ones. We have much more expensive toys for Christmas in the shops. And of course, we have the glass ones, but they're much more expensive. So I decided to kind of like, for the next couple years, I will have this set of toys, and maybe after several years, I will change again. So let's see. First of all, I have like these cute candy canes. You saw the stars, and they are very, very reminding me of the star in the Moscow on the Kremlin, like the ones we see in the old Soviet movies. Very, very like Christmassy for me. Then we have some donuts, which is not especially like Russian style, but they are fun and Christmassy too. And then we have the owls. Let me show you. The owls are very cool. I like the white on them that looks like snow. So it's gonna be like very bright red, but at the same time a little snowy Christmas tree. And also I have like pine cones, which are almost my favorite. But my very favorite are these very cute cameras. Really cute. And of course, the gnomes. Actually, I'm not a big fan of gnomes, like in the decorations, in the stitching. I know a lot of people like go crazy about them, but not me. But I did not choose all this. Actually, Aaron chose all the sets, all the decorations, because I was supposed to be the one to choose decorations for our house, and then I got sick, as I already told you, and I told Aaron I cannot choose anything because I had to scroll Taobao, I had to like look at the small pictures, and my eyes hurt and my head hurt at that moment. So I decided, like, Aaron, that's your job, you just order everything and I will decorate the tree. And now everything arrived and it's my turn to decorate the tree. Unfortunately, we still don't have this Christmas star and Christmas lights. So when they will arrive, I will show you the whole tree finished. And I don't know why, but he also chose these little tiny like reindeers, the Rudolph the reindeer, red-nosed reindeer. I think they're super cute. I know that the quality is like still so-so, and I can see some of the like dry glue there. But they are amazingly cute, and I don't know what he was thinking, like taking all the red ones and these ones and the gingerbread ones. I don't know, but he chose it, he likes it, so of course we'll put it on a Christmas tree. So, and all the gingerbreads are different. I'm gonna show you. So we have a gingerbread girl 1 and gingerbread girl 2 with a little heart. Then we have a gingerbread boy with a bow and little like skittles on his toes. Then we have gingerbread boy with a little hat and pants. And we have gingerbread Santa and a little fatty. And these are gingerbreads. They are made of like the clay, so they are kind of heavy, and if you drop them they will actually like fall into pieces and can break, so I will be very very careful about them. But one of the things I also want to show you is the amazing Christmas decoration for the Christmas tree that I received from my relatives last year. So last year me and Erin, we went to Russia, and my relatives from my auntie and uncle, they bought some souvenirs for me and Erin. For Erin, they got either it was a wolf fang or a bear fang, like a protective souvenir. And for me, they got this amazing snow maiden. Like according to Russian like mythology, we don't have Santa Claus, we have Father Frost and his granddaughter Snow Maiden, and they together travel all over the world and give the gifts to the children. So our Father Frost doesn't work alone, and Father Frost can wear either red or blue. So actually, in many cartoons, books, and movies, you can more see blue and white Father Frost and Snow Maiden than red. Red, like, I think it's more modern interpretation, trying to like blend Santa Claus and Father Frost together, but originally it was like blue and white because it's snow and frost. So this Snow Maiden is made. Okay, it's not broken. She's made of what? Porcelain. She's porcelain, she has earrings, and she has the very amazing hat with some stitching done in it. I don't know if it's like machine stitching or hand stitching, but it's so cute. She has some hair in the back and the dress with some lace sleeves, super cool. And the dress also have different layers, so underneath there is another layer, and she has pants. So it's very very modest Snow Maiden, and she has boots which are drawn. So I know she's very different color from the color scheme of our Christmas tree this year, but I was thinking to make her the center, like the centerpiece of the whole tree, because our tree still doesn't have the Christmas the star like on top. I was thinking, what about like following the Christmas tradition and put like not an angel on top, but like the Snow Maiden. That is my like tree. I fluffied it up yesterday, so now I'm gonna to decorate it and put like the Snow Maiden on the very top, and then the red tree. I know it doesn't fit in with the other color scheme, but this is very very precious to me. It's like my family gave it to me, they were thinking about it me when they bought it, and this is kind of like protective charm, so of course it will be on my Christmas tree. And actually I did not want to buy other blue toys because I I like blue color, but not a big fan in decoration of blue. I think blue is kind of like a cold color for winter. So if you, for example, buy some blue things around yourself, you will feel like cold and alone and more sad. Just my feeling, you know. So I decided like that our color scheme should be like green, red, like we have like the new cover for the sofa, the green one, the cover for the tables will be red and green, the covers for the table, like the table mats and other things. So the scheme for our apartment will be red, green, festive, very colorful, things like that. Maybe a little orange and yellow. So what Christmas decorations do you have? And here is my first finish this month. I don't think it was a surprise to anybody that the rabbit would be the first finish, because it was the easiest thing to finish and like FFO. And I FFO'd it with this ribbon. I just searched my ribbon stash. Turns out I have quite a lot of ribbon stash, like from all the like bouquets and the presents. I always keep all the ribbons, and somehow I had like this amazing Christmas ribbon, I think, and I just put it all together. But this is not why I wanted to make this video. I'm going to make this video to show how I will finished up the Christmas balls. Last year, my friend Lily from Israel, she sent me these amazing Christmas balls, which I have like 1 year haven't fully finished. Like they were finished, but I didn't know how to sell them. Like I didn't know, just want to give them to people like this. So now I went to see one of my friends who is doing like handmade candles, and she has a big assortment of boxes, and she actually let me choose different boxes for all different candles. So for example, if you see like this box is a little smaller than that one, and this box is the tiniest one, and this is the biggest one, because all the toys are different. So the bow will have a box with red straw. The straw is from my home. I always collect all the straw from all the presents, from all the packages if they have some nice fancy straw, and I had this red funny straw, so I decided to put it to use. And two of the toys, they had this little like ribbons to put on the Christmas tree, though I'm not 100% happy with these ribbons, because I think they are a little too small for the Christmas tree. But another one was this red ball. Red ball also already had the ribbon for the Christmas tree. Also not too big, but because the ball is very small, I think this ribbon will do. It's kind of the size it needs to be. But for example, for the purple ball, I chose the ribbon. I chose the ribbon myself, and I chose the pink sparkly one. I think it's my camera doesn't want to focus too much because it's too sparkly and too much movement, but let's just deal with it. And I think it looks good. I didn't have a lighter at home to finish the edges, so I used a little bit of a glue gun to glue the edges together, and then I cut out the edge where you can see the glue gun. So basically it is stuck together, you cannot see anything, and it will not fray. So the purple one and the yellow one, they are in the same size boxes because the same size balls. And for the yellow one, of course, I chose the golden ribbon. And for the heart, it was a little more difficult than the rest of the balls, because the heart already had this white ribbon and it was stuck together with a pin needle. So I had to take out the pin needle to see how this white ribbon is connected, and it's actually not connected at all. It's like very separate from the heart. The heart's ribbon is separate from this kind of ribbon. So I put this pinkish ribbon under, and also added a little bit, tiny bit of glue on the pin needle so it will stick more, because I want people to be able to put it on the Christmas tree and not destroy the heart totally. So this is how it will look. And I think this is like a very festive look, and like this I can introduce it to people to have like a Christmas ball for wealth in your family, or for like good luck and happiness, because the red color, or for understanding and good vibes between the family members, or for creativity, because purple and blue, to find a new love, or a bell to, let's say, jingle bell and call for for a new happiness for your family. And it has this very sparkly pieces, which I absolutely love. This is very, very cute. Yes, very cute. So it's gonna be like this. What do you think? And my friend not only gave me the boxes, she also gave me stickers to close the boxes. So when the box will be closed, so she gave me the sticker to connect the top and the side, and the stickers are super cute. So I had like the dove and the socks. I have like the bird, nightingale or something, with the presents, the Christmas tree sweaters and mugs, and then 3 more, the Christmas trees, the gifts, and the reindeers. So I will also be able to ask the people if they will buy it, which kind of like the sticker they want on their box. And since I had at least one finish, like tomorrow will be the 15th of December, and I will have the market, which I will present it all, but at least I had my first finish on the second week of December, and I can do 500 stitches on the new start, the apple blossom. And I decorated my Christmas tree. This is the May's Christmas tree, the scratcher for her nails. And this is our Christmas tree, which we do not scratch nails, but I put the Snow Maiden on the very top, and then I decorated the whole tree. I think it's very festive and colorful, but we haven't received all the decorations yet. We're still waiting for the lights and for the big like ribbon in here. So when they will arrive, of course, I will show you. But I don't know if I've been doing enough stitching, but I've been doing a lot of Christmas like preparations, festive mood, and everything. So I hope you do too. Hello friends, and today
Today is a little darker than usual because it's a big laundry day for us. So the room is a little dark. On the camera, actually, you can see it lighter than in real life. In real life, the eyes will see it like in a dusk, let's say like that. Even May is finding little spots on the sofa and sitting there. So if you hear some voices, it's from May. Yeah, she is breathing very loudly. Sorry about that. So, what I've done when you haven't seen me, first I finished my 500 stitches on the apple blossom from Orechova, Elka Cross. Here they are, the picture, and almost 10% right now. On the hoop you can see 600 because I already had 100 stitches here and I added 500 for the finish of the rabbit. This is 32 count on the like this plum even width. Very beautiful color, like I really like it. Right now maybe it's a little gray in this lighting, but it's like very rich plum color. And yeah, not too much, but it's a very enjoyable stitch, very quick, very small stitches. I already finished like this light blue color. There are a lot of colors and some blends in it, so I'm taking out the color by color. Now I'm focusing on this pink and light purple. I finished the blend with them. You cannot see it here, but it is there. And I will be finishing these two colors. And I have another finish to show you. So yesterday night, very late, I finished it, and today in the morning, first thing, I am showing you the finish of the whole heart. I do not remember who is the designer, but later in the day I will be like charting it down in my notebook with all the finishes of this year, and of course I will write down the designer. I will find it out, but this was a present for me from a fellow YouTuber. We just discussed with her some anime patterns, and she asked me which one I like, and I named her this pattern. And I think since August or September I've been stitching it, and I have to say it is a very enjoyable stitch. Of course, for those who don't like backstitch, you better don't try this pattern because it has a ton of backstitch, and a lot of it is like very tiny small backstitch. Everything is counted, so no backstitch in the middle of the cross and everything like that, but it's just a lot. So for me, I put on some movies, videos, YouTube, and I just mindlessly backstitch it. But those who don't like will not like it. And the funny part, there's a lot of black one, but there is like only like these 5 pieces of light blue, which I stitched in white because I thought like this will be more visible, and the one French knot in his eye. So, and now it's finished, and I actually am in love with it, but I don't know what to do with it because it looks amazing in the hoop. It looks amazing in the hoop, but I don't want to put in the hoop. Maybe I'm thinking to make like a bag with it, but the piece of fabric that I gave it is a little too small for like a normal bag, like a tote bag, and I don't want to make it in a pillow or something like this and put it in a frame. So I'm still thinking what I want to do with it, but it's not in a rush. I don't want to FFO it at the moment. I will just keep it in my pile of finishes for now. But one day definitely I will finish it. And it will be magical because the stitching itself is magical. And since I finished this, it will give me like the opportunity to stitch 500 more stitches on the apple blossom. So next time you see it, it will grow. And oh, one more thing I wanted to show you, not stitching related, is my Christmas tree. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this today in this gloomy room, because I finally received my lights for the Christmas tree, and it's actually like 50 meters of the lights. And yeah, I didn't use all of it. I At the end, I just hide some of the bobbin with the lights in the tree. And actually, when you put it on, it's like a very thin line with lights, and you can see it a little bit. But when you just step one step away, it has like the image of the lights like floating in the air. It's very beautiful, and even can see it in the floor and in the Lego houses behind. So it's truly magical. And one more thing that I received, because now I order one by one decorations for the house for New Year, is this cool, like, how to say, branch. Very, very cool branch. I know I should have chosen the red one because my tree is the red one, my wreath is the red one, my theme is the red Christmas, but I just really loved this orange one somehow. So I decided to order the orange one, and it's like half of the pair. I have another one in another room, so maybe I'll show you later. And here, because I didn't sell them, I am displaying the 2 frames in my house at the moment. Yay! So they won't be forgotten. They will make me happy, and wait till the next market, not in like in some box or a drawer, but they will be on display for people to see, admire, love it. But my Christmas tree is adorable. Yeah, now I'm finally finished with the Christmas tree. So this is my Christmas tree in all its glory, and this is May's Christmas tree in all its glory. So yeah, wow. Yeah, my plans for the next week, of course, apart from the dragon, I did stitch other things. I stitched the forest in hands and another dragon. So in another game, I already got I already got the assignment to stitch 400 on the forest in hands. And also I need to stitch the sweater, like really need to stitch the sweater. So this week probably I will focus on those, but of course I cannot finish them just in a week, because these still have like 1700 stitches, probably 2 weeks worth, and this is more like 4000 stitches. So just little by little I will chip it in. So I'm thinking I need to finish the anniversary metrics for my friends. So maybe one evening I'll just sit down and spend an evening on them. Because I think I want to finish it this week. So I'll have another week to order the frame and give it as a gift for them. So, because the dragon is for Chinese couple, and the dragon I can give for Chinese New Year. It's not like 100% should be for like 31st Russian New Year. Chinese New Year will be 28th of January. So at least I can finish it in December, but FFO it in January. Like order the frame and list and everything. But for my friends, they're Russian Chinese mixed couple. So I want to give them for Russian New Year. So I want to order the frame earlier. So these are my plans for next week. Let's see. And I'm back with the 3rd finish of December. Whoa! It is Long Dog Samplers Forevermore. And this is my first and the only long dog, and I think this is like the smallest long dog ever. I know the big long dogs could probably like 30,000 stitches, 50,000 stitches. This one is only 12,000 stitches, but it did not stop me from stitching it for 4 years. Yeah, I started it in the February of 21, and now I finished it in December of 24. So almost 4 years, yeah. Here on the table, I wanted to show you my new table mats for the Christmas. Ordered them, yay! With my Christmas mug with a little birdie. So the Christmas in the air, the New Year. So we're the celebrating mood, and today I'm celebrating the third finish. Yay! So this finish has a very long story. I first of all, I thought there was like only 300 stitches left. I was so wrong. There were more than 800 stitches left together with the writing of the names and all the backstitch, which was not too big. Like backstitch here is only in like in the squirrel, some flower and just some flower thingies, and then like couple butterflies, 4 butterflies I think, and the flame of the candles, all mirrored, and one not mirrored one is this tower which have the windows. So this is very very little backstitch actually, so not too much time took me, but because it's a very dark fabric, which on the camera it shows a little lighter, but in reality it's very very dark. Like it's a very dark rich purple blackish fabric, and when you stitch it it's kind of very difficult to see the holes. It's a 32 count which I dyed myself, so probably it's already a little smaller than 32 count. I dyed this like very dark bright blue purple. On the camera it's more like blue, but in real life it's like very purplish purple blue, so it's a royal blue color. And also during these 4 years I chose just any white colors I had in my stash, and turns out I accidentally like mix and match a lot of like blanc with B5200 and some of the other whites from other companies. So if you can see that some of the threads are more white, some of the threads are more like yellowish. It's true, but for me it's like just how to say, just change of color, so it's okay for me because the fabric has a slight change of color. It's not like monolith dyed. It's had like darker points, it has lighter points, so the stitching itself is too. And in the end I decided not to use our initials. Like I know initials you need to choose 2 main letters of your name, but in Russia we have 3 names. Like we have a family name, my name, and the father's name, which is everywhere you write actually 3 initials. And for Aaron, he doesn't have initials at all in Chinese. Like he only has his Chinese name, and they never use initials, like forever never. And his English name is not his like birth name, so it doesn't really mean anything for him if he used that initials. So I decided, because we are like mixed race couple, so we will just do it our way, and I will use Russian language and my Russian name, and Chinese characters for his Chinese name. And this is like actually my favorite part. So I finished over yesterday night, maybe 11:30 at night. I was super proud. Then I washed it, let it dry, and in the morning I ironed it for you guys, just to show you I am very very loving it because of the swans and the hearts and everything. I actually stitched another pair of swans for us, I think a couple years ago or last year. Yep. So this will be the second pair of swans on my wall, and I'm gonna frame it and put it on a wall, but not this winter. Probably like next year sometime I will find time to find a frame for it and frame it and do it, but not right now. And with the third finish I have an opportunity. allow myself to stitch another 500 here. So right now you can see 1,000 stitches on the apple blossom because of the two previous finishes. So there is 1,000 stitches here. Since I finished this, I will be putting another 500 here this week. And it's not just the two things that I was stitching the whole week. I actually have been stitching a lot. Like if we take, for example, the Forest in Hands, I almost finished this part, so I've put in a lot of stitches here. I've put in the stitches in the sweater, in the matrix, so everywhere. So everything else is just moving slowly. And here is only left like 600 stitches. So there is back stitches and like from here, maybe from here, and French knots for the whole branch. There are kind of quite a lot of French knots here, but it's okay. Like there are a lot of French knots everywhere, especially the white ones, everywhere. But I think I will be able to finish this one this week. So this will be my next finish. And I am waiting right now for the frame for the matrix for my friends. So I finished stitching the words, the letters. So I used the Japanese thread. It's not the floss for cross stitch. It's like a very thick thread and you cannot like separate it. So I used the Japanese floss for their names and the date, but I'm not counting it as like a finish because I'm still waiting for the frame. Once the frame will arrive and I will do the lacing and the framing and it will be ready to send for them, then I will put in 500 stitches here. So I will count it as a like fourth finish of the month, but it is coming, it is coming. So 5, 6, and the matrix and the sweater 7, 8. I don't know. I am like, I really want to do 8 or 9 finishes this month. So we will see if I really have time because today is already the 24th. I'm not counting till Christmas. I'm actually counting till the end of the month. So, but I don't think the 31st I have any stitching time. So I have barely like 6 more days. So we will see. We will see what I can do. Wish me luck.
这没协议送不了啊。
你试试，有的自带协议，有的不带。
Ну покушаешь, поедешь домой.
这东西。
Все как в детстве.
Точно, точно, это прям, я же тоже обещала.
Turn on the light.
Зайка, ты мне пришла.
Мяшко.
Да.
Good morning, everybody. Today is the 31st of December, and I came to show you my last finishes of the month. I have May sitting here, and before she was a little naughty and gathered all the cover of the sofa. See, she's feeling a little shy, hiding her face. But I'm here to show you the last finishes, and this is like this I finished yesterday night, very late night, and I'm super proud of it. It's the biggest finish of this year. The name is The Forest in Hands, and it is amazing. I knew during the stitching I a little complained that maybe I think the color is a little bland, not very vibrant, but when they're all finished, when it's all done, and with all the backstitch and stuff and all together, it looks amazing. Really amazing. I am in love. I absolutely adore it. I started stitching it in August, at the beginning of August. I think it was 4th of August, and now I finished it at 29th of December. 4 months. I did not slack, I did not lose my speed. I stitched it every week, week by week, and never like lose my stitching mojo with it. So it is like a proof that even a giant piece can be entertaining, interesting, and as amazing as like small stitches that you finish in one evening and they give you instant happiness, instant gratification. But this one is also like, ooh, I'm so happy I finished it. By the way, while the western part of the world already finished celebrating Christmas, the eastern part of the world only starting to celebrate New Year. Today is the New Year night. So today, the whole day, we're gonna cook. Like, I wake up today a little late because we will stay up very late. And we will be cooking half day, and then at the evening very late we will go see my friends and have a big party with them to celebrate New Year, to wait till the 12 o'clock countdown, to drink champagne, exchange presents, play, and have a giant table with all like our favorite Russian things. So yeah, today is the day for us to celebrate. That's why today will be no stitching. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the 6th finish of this month, and I'm super happy because I originally thought I would have more, but considering I was a little sick in the beginning of the month and then the middle of the month was busy with preparations, and like, of course, today if I would wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I would start stitching the Storytime sampler, maybe I can finish like these 300-400 stitches by the middle of the day and then cook, but then I will be super tired in the evening and sleepy, and I won't be able to last till midnight and later. So why should I subject myself to this torture? So that's why I am choosing to not stitch today. I'm choosing to enjoy my New Year celebration, to spend it with friends, with my husband, with real life people. That's why I didn't finish a couple things that I wanted, but it's okay. I already finished this month six finishes of rather big things. Without the rabbit, the first wooden toy, other 5 were rather big, and I'm super happy I have these finishes. And of course, for next year I will do the video of all my weeps which I start the year with, and I will do the separate video with all the finishes of the year, and I will show you them all at once, which will be 29. I'm like, what? Really, it's amazing because 29 finishes in 2024. Yeah, I'm one short, but it's okay. It's never mind. And why we see each other only on the 31st? Because I actually did finish the dragon, maybe 26th, but that day we had some guests in the second half of the day, so I couldn't make a video for you guys. And then after that we went to maybe whole day play with nephews. They come to Beijing like once a year, and of course Aaron deeply loves his nephews, so of course we should go and play with them. And that's why after that I didn't make a video, I just continued stitching. So I stitched on other things, I stitched on the hands, and I stitched on the this one. I think I added like 1,000 since when you saw it, so right now there should be 2,500 stitches here, and this is a really good result. Like, this is the apple blossom. This is a really good result for me. I was thinking like I should push it and finish it, but then it's like really too much, and I think my life would suffer, my real life would suffer if I would push too much. So I'm still happy. I had such a big progress on this. I started it and had a big progress. In January, I will have to make 3 hoops, like this one, and 3 circle designs. 2 more, so you will see them in January. They will be like very soon new starts. And a couple words about the dragon. I'm actually a little disappointed with how it is like ended up. I'm happy how I finished it. I'm happy how I stitched it. It's a very good stitching. It's a very good backstitch, but like the whole dragon is very warm and nice and orangish, and he has that blue feet. And it's like, what? Why the feet is blue? And here you can't even see his foot. I was like, okay, that's like, maybe it's okay, whatever, because his wings are blue and he has like a blue parts on his face. But then the more I look at it, the more it looks strange for me. At first I thought it's like very, very cute. But then I was looking at his eyes, and one eye is like super bigger than the other one. I understand he's not looking straight on us. He's like looking like half turned. So one eye would be bigger than the other, but not so big. And then this chicken also have 2 different eyes, though she is looking straight at us. So yeah, the more I'm looking at it, the less cuter it seems for me, but it was a choice, like my friend's choice. The lady who wanted me to stitch it, she chose this. So I'm like, okay, she wants it, I stitched it. So after the new year, after several days, I will have some free time. I will ask her for her son's metrics for the date of birth, the size, the weight, whatever else they want to put in here, and I will finish it in here. I especially like put more space in here, just a little more. Like you can see here is already, and here we have extra like 3 centimeters, so they will have some metrics here, and then I will frame it and send it to her for Chinese New Year, which I will have plenty of time because Chinese New Year will be on 28th or 29th of January. So actually the whole January we still is in the year of dragon, and since the start of Chinese New Year on the 29th of January will be the year of the snake. So if you still have a baby, like for example in this January, it's still a dragon. Yeah, so I'm having metrics for the baby dragon. They are done. I'm happy it's done. I'm just like maybe not 100% in love with how the picture is done, but it's more the question to the artist, not the question to the designer, or not the question to the stitcher. I hope it's not the question to the stitcher. Yeah, it looks a little crinkled because under there is like a lot of things, a lot of other stitches. And one more thing I wanted to show you is I finished and framed the metrics for my friend's couple, Claire and Victor, and finally their frame arrived, and I framed it in this like very nice golden green frame, and I think it suits it amazingly because it's kind of the same green that's here, and it's like the darker green in the stem, and the gold correlates with the darker yellow in the flower. At first, when I started stitching it, I was like, oh my god, there is no white color here. Like literally there is so little white color. There is a lot of beige, there is a lot of like brown in the leaves, like some blends with gray or something like this. True. And I was thinking like, wow, this is gonna be very dirty, it's not gonna be looking nice, it's gonna be look like ew, like looks like I give my friends faded bouquet or something like this. But when I finished stitching, especially when I already put in all the backstitch, it kind of looks super realistic. And this is the difference between the designer with like art education, like true 100% art education. She knows about the shadows, she knows about where and how to combine colors. So maybe it's not just white, but at the same time it gives away this super amazing feeling that these are the real colors of the flowers. They are very realistic, they're very amazing. And this is about like when the designer doesn't have art education. So today I will wrap it, like after I finish this video I will wrap it in the Christmas like wrapping paper, and I will send the delivery express to my friend's house. They don't live very far from us, but my friend is sick at the moment, so Beijing again have some kind of virus. It's just like flu virus or something, but it's very contagious, and after that you will have like super high fever for 3-4 days, so no one really wants it. And since my friend is sick, so we're not gonna visit them. I'm just gonna send them this frame and some cookies as a New Year gift. So at least I finished what I wanted for this new year, and I'm super happy with it. And of course I can't just say, but 5 finishes this month. I am in awe. I'm super happy. Let me put like this. Super happy how this month, no, 6 finishes with Long Dog. I always forgot Long Dog, but 6 finishes with this month. I'm super happy how this month is finished, and thank you everyone who has been with me on this journey. Maybe you will think I was a little lazy and didn't finish other things, but trust me, if I would stitch even more, you would never see me. I would be like a mole, just holed up in a stitching hole and never coming out of it. So see you next year, I guess, and happy holidays, happy new year, and I'm wishing you all the best in the upcoming year, and I'll see you next time face to face in my video. So finally nothing's wrong, just I'm not dressed up, I'm still in my pajamas, haven't washed my hair, so these videos are just like progress videos. So I decided not to show up myself here, but next time I promise I will dress up and I will do a really fun like whip parade. So see you next time. Thank you for coming. Bye bye.